Alright guys, so when you live in New York, right, all of our cars will look like this. This was my rear bumper before I replaced it. It's on my channel. My bumper used to look exactly like that until I bought a part out, and you know, now it looks okay. But even then, look here. There's a scratch that's been bothering me for the longest. It's like right here. There's this line. I don't know how it got there, who did it, but when you live in New York and you street park your cars, it's just comes with the package.
You know? In New York, you always have to have a garage.
Yeah, and I don't. So, all right, boys, we got the Type R. We got a Lexus. Which one is this? I can't tell. IS 300. We got the RX-8, and we got this modded out BRZ right here. All right, if you guys can't tell, we're going to do a little photo shoot of all of our cars. We're gonna head out to like a mall. I think there's gonna be an empty parking lot, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. But yeah, another day, another shoot, just hanging out with the boys. The boys. Bro, I think this car is gonna be the best looking one out of like the entire group here, not gonna lie. He's done a lot to this car. Vic has done a lot to this car, and you can tell that none of this, like, he did not skimp on a single dime. You know, this car just looks amazing with the body kit. These canards here. It's a beautiful car. It is a beautiful car. All right, so for $45,000, like, what are you picking?
45,000.
You already know, like, I'm leaning towards the FD, and like I've been saving for that car for like years, but there's so many cool cars for 45 that I could also get. This is tough.
I'm simple, so
you're Honda boy, right?
I'm a Honda boy.
Type R? Can you get an NSX for 45 grand? Like, can you buy a beat up NSX for 45?
You could.
Is that a thing?
You could probably like auction one
for 45.
If it's a,
I think I've seen like high mileage automatic NSX like over 100k selling for about 45, but then I'm like,
shells are expensive because everyone wants an NSX.
Yeah. You could get an older Porsche. You could get like an older like a early 2000s 911 for that price. It's crazy.
Anyway, I want a GT2 RS. If anything.
That's not 45.
That's not 45.
Way too happy. The things we do for our cars, right? While everyone's in the mall just chilling, getting food, we're just out here freezing our asses off. Taking pictures and stuff.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do.
This is what we call the background crew, you know? Alright, y'all, we're gonna get a little ride along from Vic here in the BRZ. I mean, I was talking a lot about this car, but man, this is such a dope interior, and this is all aftermarket too, right? Yeah. It's like all of the lights. Wow, like he really put no expense spared on this car. So, what suspension are you running again? It was KW, right?
I'm on KWs, but they're customized. I'm actually on Race Comp Engineering Super Street 2s. Highly adjusted KW coilovers. What they do is
whoa,
that's my air cuffs.
The air cuffs, right?
So, so they're highly adjustable coilovers that were built from a KW V3.
Yeah.
They were essentially ripped and rebuilt.
3427.
It picks up, you know.
That's not bad.
Yeah, it's definitely. I definitely wouldn't say it's like a slow car. I mean, like, it's definitely not as fast as like your Mark V Supras or anything like that. But
definitely not.
Yeah, but
the B58 is it's a thing of modern engineering. Like, yeah, it's super nice.
It's plenty to have fun in my opinion.
Oh yeah.
I'm assuming you've been on like all the back roads and stuff like that, like Toge and.
Yeah, I've taken this thing to the mountain a couple times, so that's the one thing.
We gotta go together sometime. That'll be fun. Yeah.
If you want to go left and right, it'll adjust as it goes.
Yeah.
With this car specifically, you can't push it too hard because the car will not respond it's like a connection between the driver and the car, because with an 8.6 you have to be very mindful of how high you're revving the car, and also you got to be very careful of how slow you're going too. So let's say you're trying to take a really tight corner but you're at a really low RPM, the car is not going to want to hug that corner.
Yeah.
But if you're at a high RPM and you're trying to take a tight corner, the car is actually going to start to slide. So you have to know what the bond between your car and what your limitations are.
For sure.
The car will handle
This thing
it.
is cool, guys.
Yeah, but that's really it.
Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot.
Is it taking your car?
An inspirational young woman who was born behind bars is now planning
there we
on
go.
passing the bar.
Try one more time. So do I just insert? Chip failed. Pay. I was. Do I gotta go inside? I don't want to. He put $40 in
Will it finally work this time?
I think so. Maybe that's why the gas here is so cheap.
Maybe. Because they never work?
They don't work. Just filled up yesterday. Now I'm filling up again.
No rotary.
By the time I get home, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what it's like when I get home. Well. If it isn't the Corvette. I see you got it running again. I heard the battery died because you don't touch this thing. Oh my god. Poor car, man. Doesn't drive it at all. Well, hey, it's finally gonna get some love today, though.
Yeah, like my neglected child.
Yeah. So I mean, like, how did it like drive or anything? Like nothing. It's fine?
Yeah.
Okay, well, just give you guys a little update. You know, the Corvette's not running the absolute best right now. It's got an exhaust leak. It's got ticking injectors. The fuel system is a little bit pressurized. Oh my god, these tips are...
No, it's fucked.
It's all rusted.
Yeah.
Bro. But the exhaust leak is like right there. I don't know if you guys can see it. But there's a big ass hole right there. Yeah, you guys can see that. And yeah, so time to get it all fixed today. I gotta warm up my car though before I can move it.
Gotcha.
Give me a second. You know, I was just saying how Sean doesn't like touch his car or drive it, but honestly, I haven't touched the RXA in about a week as well. But at least my battery's not dead. But yeah, I just haven't had the chance to really drive this car in a minute. I was working a lot, and I'm working on another location. You guys know I work at a cafe, right? But I was working on another location I don't normally work at, and there's just no space for parking, so I've just been taking the train every single day. So I really had not had the chance to drive this car, but I'm happy that, you know, the battery's not dead. Damn, we're catching a tow in action right now. Alright guys, I don't know how well you can see it behind me, but we do have a C4 Corvette following us somewhere back there. You guys probably can't see it because it's so bright outside right now, but we are dropping it off at a shop. I've been talking about like trying to get the Corvette all fixed up and get it all running perfect for a while now, but it's just, I don't think the repairs that it needs are too crazy, but they're just too much for me and Sean to do outside by ourselves right now. We've been trying to tackle it ourselves for honestly the longest. It's like been months. Like, there's stuff that we could do, like oil change, which is pretty easy, right? But like diagnosing the fuel system and everything like that, the injectors, just not it. So we're dropping it off at the shop right now. But man, the car actually looks, you know, you guys can't see it, but it looks pretty damn good when it's just like following behind you. It doesn't look like a Corvette, almost looks like a supercar, especially with those pop-up headlights from the C4. I don't know, they're kind of slept on. I know the C4 Corvette is kind of like the NC Miata of the equivalent, but you know, they're pretty good looking cars, and I see why people like them, and I see why Sean likes them. We just gotta get it running again. We're back at Crown. They made those in doubles.
Are you with the C4 or?
Yeah, he's the owner.
Okay.
Man, look at this one, race car. Well, vets dropped off at Crown. We told them like the list of issues that we have, and that list just kept going on, and you know, it brought some concerns. Like Sean said, the engine's gotten up to 250 degrees before. I don't exactly know 100% what that number is for, like oil temperature or coolant temperature, but 250 is really hot. That's like borderline overheating. Well, it definitely is overheating on rotary engines. I don't really know how the engine in that Corvette works, because it's not a LS, it's like a L51, I think. What's the engine on your car? It's like a L what? Huh? L for your engine. Huh?
L98.
L98. Okay, yeah, like I don't know exactly what temperature like it overheats at and stuff like that, but fingers crossed, like, you know, you don't gotta do any work to your engine. But yeah, gonna wave goodbye to the Corvette. We're gonna not see it for,
I don't want to see it for a fucking year.
well, yeah. Alright, bye man. Alright guys, you have made it to the end of the video, and as always, if you made it to the very end of the video, hope you guys know I really appreciate you guys for taking the time out of your day to watch the content all the way through, and I mean that every single time I say it, so thank you so much for that. Man, I felt like I just said that super fast. But yeah, a little bit of shorter video today than usual. Nothing really crazy has been happening, right? We just did a little photo shoot, and we finally started getting some work done on the Corvette. The Corvette's been sitting for like months at this point, and you know, the battery died when Sean went to start up the car, so it didn't even crank. He had to jump it, but it did start, so I don't think we need to replace the battery. I don't know, but it is at the shop now. It is at the hands of Crown. There's a lot of stuff that needs to be done to the Corvette, so I don't expect it back for a while, but we know for sure it's in good hands. We were originally going to try to tackle all of this ourselves. We did a lot of Googling. We don't know much about C4 Corvettes, but C4 Corvette, like that specific C4 Corvette with the digital dash and everything, right, was Sean's like dream car, and he finally, when he picked it up, we didn't expect that much issues, which is kind of my fault, all right, because when we went to buy the car, right, I went with him to check out the car, and he was relying on me to, like, you know, really just check out the car and make sure everything is okay. But you know, it was kind of raining, first of all, and the rain definitely masked a lot of things. The day that we ended up going to buy the Corvette, it was just raining. It's actually on the channel, so you guys could go back and watch that video as well. But it was raining, and it covered up some of the stuff, but like engine-wise, I don't really know what else to look for. You know, it wasn't leaking oil, right, which is great. It didn't have much rust, which is great. I don't know why I didn't think to check the exhaust, but you know, the exhaust has a massive gap in it, like a little hole in it. So you know, it had an exhaust leak. I think I just figured it was loud because, you know, Corvette V8, right? So it has exhaust leak, and then it developed some more issues as Sean drove it over the course of like a month, and like I think it developed like the ticking injectors, or what he thinks to be injectors. We don't know exactly what it is for sure, but when we dropped off the car at Crown, Sean did mention, which I didn't know this part, he mentioned that the temperature gauge on his dash read up to 250 at one point. I don't know if that's oil temp or coolant temp, but either way, 250 is kind of hot, at least for coolant. If it's coolant, like 250, if my coolant was a 250, the rotary is done. Like over, I think the RX, like the 13B Renesis overheats at like 230, 220-ish, right? 220 is kind of like where you're pushing it, and you know, turn that thing off right away. I'm pretty sure the rest of the rotary engines are also around the same temperature, unless, you know, yeah, I'm pretty sure they're all the same. But yeah, 250 is a lot. I don't know what it's like for that L91, and I honestly don't remember the numbers, but like that specific Corvette engine, no idea. But hopefully he doesn't have to do any engine work on it, because we are trying to get the car back together and running flawlessly before summer comes around, right? I've been talking about this quite a bit, and you know, I'm sure you guys probably heard me speak about it as well, but we are trying to get to Tail of the Dragon for this June. We narrowed it down. Originally it was between like June, July, August, right, out of August type-ish, but I think we're settling down for towards the end of June. Now, a lot of you guys in the comments, since I brought this up so many times, right, a lot of you guys in the comments have been asking us like, hey, when are you planning to do this? Maybe, like, you know, you guys could catch me there or whatnot, right? And I've had enough people commenting about it and message me about it on Instagram that maybe I could try to coordinate something with you guys. Right now, it's gonna be really hard to plan, because I'm not exact, because the from New York to Tail of the Dragon, one way, it's about like 13 hours. I don't know if we're gonna make that trip in one day, or like how we're gonna coordinate this, right? I don't really, I haven't thought it all the way through yet, but maybe we could coordinate something and, you know, we'll all meet there and it could be like a little fun meetup and, you know, we'll all drive around the tail together. That would be amazing. That would be a lot of fun. It would just be a special memory for me if we get the chance to do that. But like I said, until we get closer to the date, I don't have anything finalized yet, because I don't know if we want to split the trip into like one drive there, because then, you know, we would arrive on a specific date. But if we split it into two days to drive it there, then, you know, obviously it changes. And if we somehow split it to 3, if we want to check out some spots along the way, then you guys get what I'm saying. So nothing date wise, nothing is set in stone, but we are looking to get there by like sometime end of June-ish, right? If that changes, I'll let you guys know. But I'll think of something. Maybe we could all coordinate something on a Discord. I'll do something like that, right? But yeah, I'm gonna stop rambling for now. I feel like I've been rambling a lot. Every time I do one of these outro thingies, I'm just like rambling, and I'm looking at the time. I was like, oh man, it's already been like 5 minutes. So I think I'm gonna stop rambling for now. Yeah, until the next one, guys, though, remember to stay safe out there. The world's a crazy place, so you do your part to stay safe, all right? And until the next video, peace.